Yo, what's going on, guys? Yes, welcome to the live of Sushi Samurai. Yes, okay, I'm finally back from the kind of long vacation break, I guess. I took a break for 4 days. Thank you guys for, waiting, yeah, thank you guys. And, today, I don't have that much special things to show you guys, but let's just talk slowly and maybe, show you guys what I ate today and stuff like that. So let's begin our live. Yes. Today is Monday. Yes, March 29th. Today was cloudy in here in Kyoto. Yeah, it was. I thought it would rain, but it didn't. So that was pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so today, let's talk about maybe what I did over those 4 days or something like that. So over those 4 days, I basically didn't do anything, but I was just busy with some stuff. So yeah, I guess that's only the explanation I can tell, I guess. So yeah, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to the live. If you're new, then make sure to ask anything if you want to ask me something, like questions. I'll answer it to you. And yeah, if you have like something that you wonder about Japan, then make sure to ask me. I think I can answer a few of them. I mean, if I live here, so I think I can answer the basic questions. Just a second, guys, I'm gonna plug my charger. Yeah, the Japan COVID, I don't know, it's steadily going up, it feels like. Yeah. As I remember, like there was a time. Angelina-san, konbanwa. Yeah, so as I remember, like the COVID cases in Japan, so a couple days ago, Osaka was more higher than Tokyo. So that was a quite big news in there. Before, Tokyo was only the place where the number was really high, but in Osaka it surpassed the number of the daily count. And yeah, so I mean, Osaka is like right beside the Kyoto, so I need to be careful, I guess. And I feel like maybe over next couple weeks it's a time off. Cherry blossom, yeah, even here I'm in a background where there's cherry blossoms, because in Japan around this much time, like around April, cherry blossoms begin to bloom and be in the most big, I don't know, at their climax, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to say. Yeah, so I decided to do that. Yeah, so let's think about it. Yeah, in Kyoto I think, actually before talking about that, let's begin the daily word, I guess. I don't know. I just want to go straight to it. Okay, so today's daily Aiken word is gonna be, just a second, guys. So today's word is gonna be ticket. Today I chose a bit more easier word because we usually go with like past tense and the word itself, and then maybe another way to use the word, like different meanings. So today I decided to bring an easier word, I guess. Now, do you guys know what ticket means? Yeah, you can also answer it in Japanese or Korean if you want. So yeah, ticket. この意味わかりますか？多分聞いたら、日本語でも同じ言葉で使うので、多分すぐわかるんじゃないかなと思いますね。I'll give you guys a couple seconds, maybe 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let me tell you guys the answer. Yeah, the answer, or oh yes, that was EX. Welcome. Yeah, it's ticket. Yeah, chiketto. Yeah. So, I think this is gonna be the main word, the reason we use this word ticket, right? Number one is I bought this movie ticket. Yeah. And number two is this ticket is only $3. Or yeah, this ticket is $3 only. この2つの文でよく使われますかね。チケットっていう意味です。And I bought this movie ticket. This movie ticket. So, movie は映画。で、チケットはチケット。だから、映画のチケットを僕は買いました。bought。で、bought。B-O-U-G-A-T。これは、buy の過去形です。だからもうすでに買ってるっていうことになります。And number two, this ticket is $3 only. This ticket, このチケットは$3だけだ。ただ$3だけです。ドルは dollars で、このマークっていうか記号みたいなもので表すときにはこれですね。S に点々となんか上と下になってる感じですかね。So this ticket is only $3. このチケットは$3しか、これは安いっていうことですかね。はい。映画のチケットがたった$3だけ、はい、300円だけっていうことになります。Okay, so that was today's word. I'll be coming back to this word later on. So yeah. So let me tell you guys what Oh yeah, also let's go back to talking about cherry blossoms. Yeah. So cherry blossoms in Japan, in April it becomes really good. And I think in my memories or like last year or last year, I never went on a trip to look at cherry blossom, like these cherry blossoms over here. So I don't remember if there was a lot of people coming to Kyoto and actually look at the cherry blossoms, right? But I feel like this year there will be many people, and I'm kind of afraid that the COVID cases in Kyoto are going to increase because of that. People from other prefecture is sort of like the, how do you call it, the different states in the United States, like California states or something like that, whatever. New York, Brooklyn, not Brooklyn, but like, Detroit or something like that, the state's name, right? In US, it's like that. In Japan we call it prefecture. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're in states you don't use that word quite often. So yeah, it might even be for some people of first time hearing this word. So yeah. So let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, back to the topic. So I really hope that in Kyoto the cases doesn't go up. I feel like people in Japan, or like in general, right, they feel like they don't really care about COVID that much. Like, yeah, it's still a big thing, but how do you say it? It's still a big thing, but they kinda did not care as much as before, like last year's around this time, right? Like last year's April or something like that. That time many people were really like concerned or took it seriously, more seriously than right now, about the COVID in general. I mean, compared to last year, I feel like it's much more better currently. But yeah, I mean, first vaccination, that's important. Us kids, like my brother and I, cannot get the vaccines in Japan, and I'm not really even sure when they will give out, but first it will go to elderly for sure, so old people, right? And from there it will be vaccinated to all the adults, and after that it should be fine. I feel like kids, they get COVID, but they're more stronger towards the germ than the viruses, right? they're more stronger towards the COVID viruses than older people, like adults or even elderly people, like seniors, right? So yeah, first getting vaccinated, that's the important thing. I'm pretty sure Japan is also working on it, bringing as much vaccine as possible, getting people vaccinated by this year. Yeah, and I'm pretty, as you guys know, last year was the Olympics for Tokyo, but they canceled it and this year, so Japan is trying to rush things to make COVID cases less. But even when COVID cases in Japan decreases, I'm pretty sure it might not be the greatest idea to do Olympics this year as well, I hope that they actually pushed it towards maybe next year or maybe next year, because I think it's more safer way, This year trying to do the Olympics is kinda not the greatest idea in my opinion. I mean, first of all, we don't know if the cases will gonna go up. Like, in 2020's December, November period, that time COVID cases really went up. And after that, since it's kinda getting warmer, the cases are kinda going down, and then the problem might be after this year's summer, right? How it will go. It might be worse, or it might just disappear completely. And I hope this summer somehow COVID just goes away completely. It affected our life a lot. Also in people, people in high populated areas, and in a country where COVID really spread it a lot, like US for example, United States, or states, right? There was a lot of people who got COVID, some people died and stuff like that. Even in Japan that happened, but compared to like United States or in other European countries, it's much more better. And I'm not saying that it's bad or anything, right? But I don't know, in Western culture we don't feel like wearing masks that much. I don't know, that's my personal opinion, so I'm not sure. But yeah, in Japan, when you get like sick, then they ask you to wear masks. No, it's sort of like a manner or the thing that you should follow. It's how do you say it? Etiquette or something like that, right? Yeah. So, a basic rules that even though it's not a rule that you must follow, it's in the, so everybody does it even though you don't have to follow it. Like trashing your trash in the right place or something like that. So yeah, in Japan when you get sick, like you get, let's say, cold, right? You catch a cold or you get fever, you need to wear mask even when you're going outside. And you don't have to, okay? You don't have to, but they just wear it. And I think their culture or their thing where they do that, when you're sick right away wear a mask, they're used to wearing masks. So I feel like the COVID cases in that time was much more less, how do you say, it was much lesser impact in whole Japan compared to other Western countries. That's just my opinion, okay? I'm quoting this, so yeah, I'm not gonna say that which one is right or something like that, but yeah. So I mean, every day like at least 1,000 people are coming out, I guess. If I search COVID cases Japan, today's COVID case was it's actually yesterday's, but it looks like there was 1,783. So even when we look at the whole Japan, right, only Japan, like around maybe January, December, from December it went kinda up. In January it hit super a lot. So new cases in January 9th alone was like 7,000 people. So that's really a lot, right? And it went down around February. Okay, like end of January to February went down, and it's kind of getting back up for some reason. So I'm interested to see, how it goes as the day progresses. I really feel like, yeah, and even my hometown, you could say Kyoto, the total cases from between March 15th to 28th was 219, so that's so much, right? But when you compare that to Osaka, a really big place, in that same period, so around maybe like 1 week-ish, maybe 2 weeks, right? In 2 weeks, they got 2,651, which is a lot. Yeah, so those things, I mean, Japan, Tokyo is like 2 times more, but still, that's really a lot. And yeah, so I feel like, maybe Kyoto, maybe more COVID cases will gonna happen over next few couple weeks, in my opinion. Even when I look at Instagram of my school classmates, they just go out normally and stuff like that. So I'm not sure really. Especially younger people like us, my age, teenagers, we tend to not care about COVID really much. Since we're kids, we're not gonna get infected or something like that, and we just go out normally. I still think you have to, follow the basic manners. Social distance is important, so be careful for all the people who are getting outside. Be careful, guys. Wherever you live, it doesn't matter if it's Japan or other countries. Yeah. Okay. Now let's stop talking about COVID because I mean the main thing that we talked about today was COVID, but yeah, let's go to the food that I ate today. Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna load up the image. There you go. Yeah. So the first food that I want to introduce you guys. So I ate at a Chinese cuisine restaurant called Osho. I'm pretty sure I featured several times in my channel and live, of course. Live and YouTube video, as I remember. Maybe not YouTube, but in live I showed you guys at least like once or twice. So you guys may be familiar to this place. It's really cheap and delicious. So yeah, if you visit Japan, I don't know, maybe try it. It's really good place. I mean, yeah, you should experience more Japanese culture style stuff, but yeah, Chinese cuisines in Japan is a little bit different from other countries. So yeah, I feel like every country, right, even though they say this is Chinese food, is different. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying this out. So this food's name is Tenshin Chahang, and Tenshin, as I remember, it was Tenshin, what was that called? So usually there's a called Tenshinhan or something, right? Which is an egg on top. So there's a rice and the egg on the top, and this soup around it. But since they add Tenshin Chahang means fried rice. Underneath this egg, there is a fried rice. And usually in this place, when you order one of these stuff like fried rices, right, then they will usually give you this small soup to drink with, which is really good. I like this soup very much. Yeah, here's a little bit more closer look, right? And just a second, guys. I might need to. Okay. Yeah, so this is like the soup. Yeah, they have some eggs, and then this soup, I'm not sure if I don't know the proper soup's like taste because I never saw the ingredients on it, but it looks like it's some sort of ramen noodle soup, right? And this one is a champon, so CHAMPON, okay, in English. Basically it's a noodle dish it's a regional cuisine of Nagasaki. Okay, so where the bomb exploded, the atomic bomb exploded long time ago in 1945. So Nagasaki. Do I need to show you guys the picture? Maybe that's a little bit more easier for you guys to understand. Maybe. So this food has originated from Nagasaki, and there's actually a champon place in Japan called Nagasaki champon or something like that. So really good place. Wait, is this actually the right one? Yeah, so it's all the way down of Japan, you could say. Really almost down, right? I'm just gonna show you guys a simple image, I guess. There you go. Yeah. So here it is. So I just brought this Google image, but yeah, basically here is Nagasaki, right? It's maybe under the Korea, or you could also say this is the main island. We call this Honshu, right? And then here's Shikoku, so there's like 4 prefectures here, and this is Kyushu. So yeah, in Kyushu there's a Nagasaki place, okay? And Hiroshima is around here. That's where the atomic bomb dropped, and also Nagasaki here it dropped before. So back to the food. Nagasaki is a little bit more on the southern side, right? So yeah, it's super delicious. I like it because I don't know, that taste, especially the soup, I like it very much. It has a special taste compared to other foods, you know. Yeah. And in my image, the champon, right? In Korea, there's also the same champon, but it's exactly same, okay? You even call it jampong or something like that. But in Korean one, it's a bit different. It looks like they make it JJAMPPONG. But it's basically the same thing, but it's spicy version. And you add some seafood in it. So yeah, even though it sounds same, it's a bit different type of food. But I like this one very much, you know. It's like a ramen with a little bit better taste soup in my opinion, and more in the ingredients, more vegetables, right? More vegetables on the top. And this is a fried vegetables with some meat inside. So yeah, that looks like a pork or something, but there's a meat, and then cabbage, what do you call it, bean sprouts, maybe some kind of, wait, this is not, maybe kelp or seaweed or something like that. And then yeah, those things, maybe some onions and stuff. And this one is their main food that they bring out. It's called gyoza, dumplings, right? It's a fried dumplings. It's really delicious. When you come here, I definitely recommend trying this out. You can order, so for one person, so a single person will be 1 roll, okay? So if you order only 1 person, then it will only give you 6. But if you ask for 2-person amount of gyoza, then they will give you this 2 lines. And as I remember this, I'm sorry if it's a bit far. Yeah, I can't see. This one over here, this is like a sauce for gyoza, right? So you can actually dip the gyoza inside the sauce and then eat it. Some people just eat this one by itself, so without sticking or dipping into any sauce, but I would definitely recommend putting on some kind of sauce. That's much more better, you know, the taste in general, I guess. Yeah, so here's another picture. There's not that much difference, I guess. It's just a little bit more closer type, but yeah. So that was the food that I ate today. Yeah, today's dinner actually. Yeah, dinner. No, foods in Japan is really special in my opinion. we have the washoku, right? So foods that only you can eat in Japan, and there are foods like a Western food that only in Japan. So even though they say it's like Western type food, so it's not Western food, but they got influenced by that, so they made like different one. Yeah, that's pretty famous thing too. And I think Japanese cuisine is really unique. You should definitely try any food out actually if you visit Japan. I highly recommend it. Japan is a really fascinating country. Everything from a small vending machine that they just bring in. Oh, speaking of vending machines, yeah, Japan has so many vending machines. Even compared to Korea when I was living there, the number of vending machines I see here is wow, a lot. When you just get outside, it doesn't matter where you are. Use at least one. So maybe you get out of your house. Not like in resident side there isn't that much, but if you go to like a street, right, there's so many. And I'm pretty sure that Japan has one of the most vending machines in the world. If I am right, most. Yeah. So country, right? Yeah. So they say that Japan has the highest number of vending machines per capita in the world. They say that according to the website over here. So yeah, Japan loves vending machines, and I think number one thing why they love it is because maybe they like automating stuff. So instead of hiring an employee and after that putting them in a place where you have to pay them, they can just turn that into a machine, and after that let people choose what they want, and then they just put in the coin and then get out. And that's more cheaper to maintain, right? Instead of hiring person. And that's why they started doing this, I guess. And it's quite profitable if you actually own one of the vending machines. There's a whole companies that only owns vending machines. They just place them all across Japan, and after that they earn profit from there. So that's one way to earn money in Japan, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Japanese vending machine is really cool. As I remember, in some kind of prefecture, it's not in Kyoto, but there's a pizza vending machine. As I remember, there's a vending machine that is dedicated to coffee, which is not that rare, but you don't see them quite often. And there's a normal type vending machine where you can choose different type of drinks. So you can, and even it's separated with like warm and cold drinks. So really good, yeah. So you can get like canned coffees, a normal coffee inside like a plastic bottle, right? And you can get like green teas, a normal tea, sometimes milk, and you can also get like juice, so like orange juice, apple juice, cider, soda, Coca-Cola, Coke, Pepsi, anything like that. Yeah, so Japanese culture is really interesting. Yeah, also like anime, yeah, that's a huge thing too. I mean, if you visit Japan, you should check out some places that are famous about anime. Maybe one of the places that I recommend if you come visit Japan, maybe it's Akihabara. It's one of the best places where you can find so many thousands of anime products. There's a whole street where there's like only anime stuff, most of them like anime related stuff. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I went there several times in my life, and every time I went there I enjoyed it very much. I bought like figures and stuff like that. I mean, for people who love Japanese culture, like especially animes and stuff like animations, anime and stuff like that, then make sure to check it out. I enjoy that place whenever every time I go too. So yeah, definitely check it out. So yeah, today let's wrap around here. I somehow managed to make that 30 minutes. I really didn't have anything to talk about, but we started by talking about COVID, and then we talked about the word of the day, went to the what food we ate, I ate, and then talked about the vending machine, and then we came back to right now, which we were talking about the the anime places in Japan that you should visit. Maybe I can tell you guys that in the future. Maybe from next time I will do more research to it, so I can introduce you guys in the live, like places to visit in Japan when you come here. I think that would be more interesting way to spend more time. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video or live, when you're watching right now. Thank you guys for watching today. All the time, I appreciate you guys visiting and stuff like that. If you really enjoyed it, then make sure to like it, like this live. And if you are new to this live or channel, then make sure to drop a big subscribe, also like if you can. I'll appreciate it. Yeah, so today was Monday, okay, March 2019. Currently it's 10:31, and I'll be ending the live today. So thank you guys for watching. Yes, see you. Yes, Sushi Samurai signing out. Oyasuminasai. Peace.